Yeah. Two Stone. Marco. Johnny. Sit back, shut your mouth. Class in session. Mark. Yeah. Two Stone. Marco. Johnny. Sit back, shut your mouth. Class in session. Mark. Hard line, hard smoke, they roll through heavy. Tattoos, black tees, eyes low, steady. Every block know the names, talk soft when they mention two kings at the table, you just here for the tension. Pull up, curb, lean, big laugh, no flinch. They been built for the pressure, you fold at an inch. All bark, they bite, you bark, they grin. You thought it was a game, they came here to win. Two Stone with Marco and Johnny. Don't mess with Marco and Johnny. Don't press on Marco and Johnny. Toughest, strongest in the hood, they run it. Two Stone with Marco and Johnny. Don't test out Marco and Johnny. You cross that line, that's on you, they honest. In fact, shut your mouth and watch, they your last lesson. Honest. Yeah. Two Stone. Marco. Johnny. Sit back, shut your mouth. Class in session. Mark. Hard line, hard smoke, they roll through heavy. Tattoos, black tees, eyes low, steady. Every block know the names, talk soft when they mention two kings at the table, you just here for the tension. Pull up, curb, lean, big laugh, no flinch. They been built for the pressure, you fold at an inch. All bark, they bite, you bark, they grin. You thought it was a game, they came here to win. Two Stone with Marco and Johnny. Don't mess with Marco and Johnny. Don't press on Marco and Johnny. Toughest, strongest in the hood, they run it. Two Stone with Marco and Johnny. Don't test out Marco and Johnny. You cross that line, that's on you, they honest. In fact, shut your mouth and watch, they your last lesson. Honest. Can't feel my chin. Bad ideas, best kind of friends. Pack yourself a bowl, we're about to begin. Wow! Two Stone with Marco and Johnny. Light it up and kick out the party. Two Stone with Marco and Johnny. Head full of smoke, no better place to be. Two Stone with Marco and Johnny. Turn it up and just laugh your stress away. Two Stone with Marco and Johnny. Two Stone, too stupid, 2 hours of hilarity.
I'm running alive tonight from the desert
Two Stone.
on the edge of California. Two Stone.
Every week.
Yes, we're here live tonight. It is Two Stone. I am the one and only Johnny, and
And
from an
I,
undisclosed location.
in the Pacific Northwest, I am the one and only Marco V, as far as I know. And if there is another Marco V, the rules of the Highlander say there could only be one. So, the imposter Marco out there, watch your ass. I'm coming for you. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
that's not a-
exist, but I'm coming
that-
for you.
Son of a bitch. I've
That's
heard
so
that guy. I've seen him. I've seen him out there.
Oh yeah. I can't be the only person that stole that name.
Because I remember being on a gate chat board one night, and I'm like, Marco, really? And you're like, that's not me. I'm like, I don't know. And then you're asking me, like, why are you on the gay chat board, Johnny?
What were you doing on the gay chat board?
We are not really discussing that tonight. We're not talking about me.
No, that's for the Rumble show. That's for later. Because YouTube can't allow us to talk about those kind of things without getting blacklisted.
You know, me and Marco, we've been pretty cool about asking for money, but I think tonight I'm going to show you an investment strategy that's going to, everybody should chip in, and we should do this tonight. I mean, it's
Okay, you got a Shark Tank pitch for us?
we could have billions of dollars. Pause likes the intro. I do too.
Yeah,
The
I
gangster
don't.
rap.
Yeah, the gang. That one actually turned out really good. That one is. It's not something that I normally listen to and I normally associate with, but I do like it. I think that one turned out pretty good.
I do it. It's only a minute long. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, it's an actual proper intro, unlike the music video I made. That's an actual song and not an intro.
I love it. I love it. I can't. It threw me off tonight. I'm so used to hearing the same intros.
I know. I was going to say, like, when I finished making that song and that video and I sent it to you, like, don't get me wrong, I like what I did and I love it, and I'm not normally someone who pats himself on the back, but I think I did a pretty good job with it. But it is going to be really weird not to hear Vegas Vampire again.
I'm sure he'll come back sooner than later. But we're here tonight, and we are asking you for money. All of you.
Yes, unlike every other stream where we tell you, keep your money, we don't want your filthy money. This is the time to give us your money.
Now, this is investment. Right out there for right now, for the taking. Where is that? What happened to it? Hold on. You know, since Rick died, the quality of the show is going down.
The stream's a little disorganized, the board's all fucked. Like, yeah, I really didn't think I would miss Rick this hard, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of thought I always didn't do anything around here, but he does a lot more than you think.
Yeah, turns out that's the case. That always happens when you work any sort of job, is that you find some dude who doesn't seem like he contributes anything. Like, well, it's because he works behind the scenes and a lot of things that you don't know about.
Yeah, he's the actual unsung hero, they call him.
Yes. Yeah, Rick is the unsung hero of the MHH network. But maybe he won't be unsung for too long. Maybe I'll make a tribute song for him.
Yeah, I did one the other night, and it was so bad, I was laughing. It was so cheesy.
I
Might
think
play it
Rick
later
would.
tonight.
I
Yeah,
think,
maybe.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, you should. You should. But to be honest, I think Rick would have appreciated it, though.
We do have good news, though. We are replacing Rick with Rick.
We got
Rick
another Rick.
Senior. Rick Senior.
Oh, his dad.
Yeah, I got. Actually, he sent over the first thing. He goes, "Why don't you guys promote the show?" He goes.
Well, that's because that's my job.
Hey, producer Rick
And I'm
here.
not saying I
Just
did
wanted
the
to say
best.
thanks for watching and listening to the MHH Network, to all our followers, haters, and occasional viewers.
Be sure to like, comment, and follow, as if you don't already know how the internet works.
Want to see more? Of course you do. Look up Johnny and Marco using the tags on screen. Podcasts, Let's Plays, music, and more.
Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time. Okay, Johnny, let's go home.
All right, so Rick Senior will be producing next week, but tonight's just me and Marco.
Well, I mean, it's sad that we lost Rick, but at least we got another Rick. And Rick Senior, I hope you don't take this the wrong way when I say this, but I hope you at least do somewhat better of a job. Because
Yeah,
not to discredit anything that Rick Jr. has done, but you know, we kind of need your help. You know?
yeah, we need your help, and he's the one that taught Rick Jr. everything he knew. So
Okay, that's good. That's good. He
Yeah.
has some experience then.
yeah, Rick Senior's also an alien brain dog.
Well, yeah, he talked, so I assumed that was the case.
Now,
I didn't know
did you
I
check
didn't know
your
that
dog
he
for alien
bred.
brain?
I think she's too stupid for that. They might have tried, and then they realized that her brain is just bouncing around in her skull, and there's nothing they could do.
Did you try the test?
What's-
Well, the test is you grab your dog by the ears and look at him right in the eyes, or her,
Mhm.
and go, you don't have to pretend anymore to be a dog. I know what's up. I know you got an alien brain in there, and I know you're smarter than everybody. So you can go ahead and just talk to me from here on out.
If it ends up that my dog was playing the long con this whole time, and just, I would be so fucking amazed.
I spent a day and a half researching alien dogs. They exist. That's the test.
Alien dogs like the thing?
And if your dog's eye, if you do that, and you look in your dog's eyes when he does that, and his eyes turn all black, alien brain dog.
If his eyes turn black when you do that, isn't it too late?
No, alien. You got an alien. There's an alien inside the dog. He's not a real dog. He's an alien head dog. It's just like Rick and Rick Jr.
Oh, it's not an alien dog. The alien is inside the dog.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're getting at now. Okay.
There's 800,000 of these dogs in America right now that have been put on us by the CIA and the Greys.
So the Greys are shoving little tiny Greys into our dogs to spy on us?
Yes. They swapped the Gray brain with the dog brain.
Hmm.
And then when they're done, when the dog dies, then they put the brain back in the alien that he's frozen. Or they'll put him in a new dog.
Right.
Yeah.
So they seem to have a much better understanding of dogs than humans, considering that they probe more humans than dogs.
Yeah, well, they probed the humans first to figure out how to get the brain into the dog.
Oh, that's what that's for. That makes so much more sense now.
See, they started with cattle.
Yeah,
there was a lot of cattle decapitations and experiments where they tried to put the alien heads into the cattle, but they realized that cattle can't really be a good house pet.
Can't really be a good house pet, and also they do nothing but sleep in a barn and eat grass. There really isn't much to spy on other than corn.
Yeah, so that's why, in 1961, Operation Alien Head Dog was implanting those dogs like crazy. There's 800,000.
Don't get it confused with Alien Head Pizza, though. No affiliation.
No affiliation whatsoever.
There is no
Now-
dogs in the alien head pizza.
Now, if you do that and you realize it's an alien, now he can do chores, he can cook breakfast, he can run a podcast, just like Rick Sr. and Jr.
Okay, but Rick Senior. I mean, did you have to do the test with him? It sounded like he just approached you.
Well, I've known him. I mean, we've had discussions before. We're talking to, I called him talking, worried about his boy,
Right.
fucking all those poodles, getting up in those poodle pussies.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. I mean, did you do the test on him anyway,
I did.
just to see if he
did.
was just a regular talking dog?
Yeah, because, regular talking dog can't run a podcast, but a talking dog does a bang up job.
Okay. Yes, we need an alien-headed dog, so it could comprehend the technology that's in front of it.
And, we'll actually get an email that says, you're lying. Dogs can't run podcasts.
That video was made by AI. That wasn't real. You don't have a producer.
AI, these nuts.
Yeah, why don't you make an AI video of my nuts?
Yeah, you're just jealous because you don't have a super alien head dog producer like we do.
You're just jealous that your dog's fucking useless and you can't do any tricks.
YouTube sent us a thing last week that said you guys' podcast is so good, we can't show it to anybody because it's going to make everybody else feel bad about what they're doing out there.
Yes, exactly. That's why we're so far behind, is because we're too good.
We're too good. We're way ahead of our time.
Yeah, YouTube caught wind of Rick Jr. They was like, oh no, they have an alien head dog. No, everybody's gonna tune in to see that. We can't have that.
We're the only alien dog head run radio station in America.
See, that's the thing I love about that, is that we could have easily just gone with, oh yeah, Rick's a talking dog. It's like, no, he's an alien.
He's an alien. He also ran what's his name, Coast to Coast Radio back in the day. Art Bell, Rick Sr. was more than Art Bell's dog.
Oh, he produced for Art Bell.
Not only that, he was Art Bell's dog.
Oh, okay. So that's where Art Bell got the information from.
Yeah, I mean, Rick fed him every line. That's why he was so good. Because of Rick.
Well, in that case, he will be a much valued asset to this team, at least in regards to fucking with internet schizophrenics.
Yeah, I mean, I like older dogs. He's been spayed and neutered.
But yeah, if it's an alien head dog, then yeah, you gotta have both.
And he doesn't really care about pussy anymore. And he doesn't eat Elpo. He only eats Outback Steakhouse steaks.
That seems oddly specific, but at least it's not Elpo.
Yeah, he loves the seasoning over there. He loves that Australian seasoning. I don't know what that's all about, but whatever,
To each their own. To each their own. I'm not going to judge you. Please don't blow up my brain, Rick.
Yeah, I mean he's moving in tomorrow into his junior's doghouse, so it's gonna be pretty exciting having a buddy around again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'll be kind of weird for Rick Senior to be moving into where his son used to be, but I'm sure he'll get acclimatized just fine.
Yeah, dogs don't really have a sense of they don't really care when somebody dies. You know what I mean? Dogs don't mourn.
You say that, but I don't know. I've seen some videos of some real fucking sad dogs. And I mean, my dog that I have now, she wasn't my dog originally. She was my uncle's dog. But when my uncle got her when she was a puppy, he was very sick. And he had her for 6 or 7 years. And then he died. And then she became our dog. And pretty much for like the first month after he died, there was a long period where she would literally either just stiff.
Well,
and
yeah,
that was it.
That's a real dog, though. I'm talking about the heartless alien dogs.
Oh yeah, well I mean yeah, they're spying on us. They have no love or sympathy for us. They have a job to do.
They're here to kill us.
Yeah, they're trying to destroy us from the inside.
One day when those 800,000 alien head dogs start ripping our throats out, you're going to say, Johnny was right. God damn it.
Actually, one example I could give you of that, ancient history. Fuck, what's that breed of dog called? You know, those, like, it's not a Shih Tzu, but it's like kind of like a Shih Tzu, where it's a tiny, fluffy dog, like a lap dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, like it's not a Shih Tzu, or maybe it is a Shih Tzu.
It's like a
But
mumsy.
yeah, let's say it's a Shih Tzu. But Shih Tzus used to be gifts that Chinese dynasties would give to noble families and nobility as a gift, right? You know, just be like, "Hi, thank you for welcoming me to your palace. I brought you a pet. Here's a Shih Tzu." You know, but what they didn't know is that they trained this dog to basically just be a pet, do what it does, live in the palace, live its best life. And then 5 years down the road, you show up at the palace again and you see that this Shih Tzu is on this emperor's lap and he's petting it. Just be like, "Oh, how do you like your dog?" He's like, "Oh, I love my dog. He's so nice and friendly." And he's like, "Yeah, that's real good. Hey, what did you name him?" He's like, "Oh, his name is Sean. I'm coming up with something. I don't know Chinese names." He's like, "Oh, I named him Sean." He's like, "Hey, Sean." And Sean looks over at you and you say, "The butterfly splits in half on Tuesday." And as soon as you say that, the Shih Tzu then jumps up and rips out his throat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now you just toppled an empire.
With the one person he gave unconditional love to.
Yep. Not knowing that it was trained to kill him the whole time. Rick, however, I had no doubts in my mind that Rick would probably fight me. I have gotten into arguments with Rick in the past, but I've never gotten to the point where I thought that he was going to kill me.
No, he's a pretty chilled. He literally did. He really loved the medibles.
Oh yeah, a little too much. Maybe that's why he got into the Alpo too much. He got the CBD bag confused.
Yeah, I mean, he used to just shove he would just eat a whole bag of Elpo all the time. He loved that Elpo. I don't know what the deal was. He said, that's real man food.
Well, yeah. It's real man food because it kills you slowly, apparently.
Well, back to our investment.
Yes. Back to our Shark Tank investment. Thank you, Sharks, for listening to us mourn the loss of our producer and our pet dog.
Yeah, I mean, I think people are more interested in that than us. But anyways, somebody has created the greatest rock and roll record ever created.
Ooh. Okay.
Better than Zeppelin, according to him.
Right. Okay.
The greatest rock and roll record ever.
Mm-hmm.
And you can own it. We can own it if we can come up with some money.
How much money?
$2 million.
Okay. Okay. I'm just making sure that I'm reading this correctly. And yes, this does say $2 million for Guitarmageddon.
Yes. From the Vinnie Vincent Invasion. For those of you that don't know who Vinnie Vincent is, remember when Kiss sucked in the 80s and they looked like a bunch of grandmas with makeup on? He was the guitar player for 1.5 years.
I like the implication that you said when Kiss sucked in the 80s, implying that Kiss was actually good to begin with.
Well, I mean, some can argue makeup Kiss, is tolerable compared to 80s Kiss.
I'll give you that. That is fair.
Now, there's only one copy left. Now, you own everything, though.
For $2 million.
$2 million. And wait till you hear I mean, the track listing. Here, let me show you what the songs are on this
Oh,
bad boy.
okay.
I mean,
Yes, please. I'm gonna do some quick math here. How many tracks are on this album?
10 tracks, so it's
10
200
tracks.
grand per track. Let me pull
So
this
you're
up.
tell-
so you can see this.
Okay, so you're telling me that for the amount of money that it would have cost me to make that music video that I made using AI, I could own this album.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, let's see here. Oh yeah, Cock
Well,
Teaser.
the first one you missed was Rock and Roll Poo-Tang.
Yeah, that had to be the first one.
Then we got Cock Teaser,
Rocks on Fire,
Youngblood,
Euphoria,
Full Shred,
Get the Lead Out,
Wild Card,
and Ride the Serpent. That sounds.
Serpent.
That's either an innuendo, and I'm not sure if that's gay or not.
The Vinnie Vincent invasion.
Is this dude
No.
desperate? Like, is he undead or something?
He's got to be delusional, right?
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Is like he's either super fucking delusional or he's real fucking desperate. I can't tell which.
Or he's the smartest guy ever.
That's just it. He just needs one rich dumbass to buy this album, and then he's the most brilliant man to ever exist. Like,
So I mean, you own everything. You own the publishing. You own so like you could literally sell. You would have to sell 100,000 copies at $20 a piece to get your money back. And I think that would go the first day, right? I mean, everybody loves Vinnie Vincent.
right? Okay, but here's what I would do, right? If I had $2 million, right? If I had $2 million, that would imply that I had even more money than $2 million to begin with. So I would use that money to go meet Vinnie Vincent, and I would say, I know that you are charging $2 million for this album. However, I have $1.5 million in cash right now in this briefcase. I will give it to you right now if you just give me that album. And if he takes it, I will take the album, and then I will re-record it, remove any vocals that he did, and I will do everything myself, and it will just be nothing but me making the most blood-curdling screams, retard grunts, like the most abhorrent noises you could possibly think of, and just absolutely ruin it.
We know Paz is super rich. What do you think, Paz? You can throw, probably 1,999,000. Me and Marco got a 10 spot each.
Yeah. We could probably chip in a couple hundred
Marco,
if you're willing to throw in the other 1.9 million others.
Yeah, a couple $100. I'm good for $100.
Yeah, I could throw in 100
for a goof.
Yeah.
He says he's doing this because he doesn't want people to put it on YouTube and Spotify, and he wants somebody to buy it and release it like a real record. Well, good luck.
Yeah, he apparently doesn't want anybody to buy it either.
There's not even can you at least give us a clip? Like a little snippet of what it sounds like before I give you $2 million? Nope.
Not even a fucking teaser. You could have at least put up one guitar solo.
And it literally could be an album of him just with an acoustic guitar. KC's joined. Hello, KC.
Hello, welcome.
He could literally just go on with an acoustic guitar on his toilet and, record 10 songs.
Shit, I could do that.
$2 million. $2 million.
You know what? We should do that. We should make an album similar to this, but we charge 1.99999 million. just to undercut them.
Be like fucking eBay sellers.
Yeah, exactly. You just keep shaving it off by the cent
$1.
by $1 until eventually someone buys it.
Could do like Pod-ageddon.
Pod-ageddon,
Podcast Mageddon. $2 million. Now, he has released 2 records in the 80s
Okay.
that were god awful.
I figured as much, but yeah.
He was in the Freddy, what is that? Nightmare on Elm Street soundtrack.
He was?
Yeah.
What song did he do?
It's Love Kills.
Oh. Well, good for him, I guess.
So, so he did 2 albums. Halfway through the second album, the second gig, his whole band quit on him because he's such a prick. And started the band Slaughter.
Slaughter.
So, Vinnie Vincent is the reason Slaughter exists. So, I mean, that should be enough not to give him $2 million.
I will give you $2 million to never play Slaughter ever again.
Again?
Never talk to those guys ever again. Bury everything that you did in Slaughter. Just kill it. $2 million. Just stop.
So after that, he started on this record 31 years ago.
He started this 31 years ago?
Yes, he started this record 31 years ago. And he's been working on it every day, making it. Literally, this could be the greatest record ever.
This is his Chinese Democracy. Holy shit.
It really is. It's times 3.
Times 3, yeah. Except there's only 10 tracks on it, not fucking 30.
So, the only thing we've heard about Vinnie Vincent in the last 30 years is when he got arrested for having 57 dead dogs in his house.
Now they could have been they could have been alien dogs.
I think he knew more about alien head dogs before we let the cat out of the bag, so to speak.
Yeah. Now I'm not going to say they all were alien head dogs. I'm sure that some of them might have been innocent, and he probably got confused. But that's a lot of dogs. And knowing what we know about alien head dogs, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
After that, 10 years after the dog incident, he got divorced because he realized that he was a lady.
Wait.
He is now trans.
But he didn't change his name.
He decided at age 63 years old that he's a woman.
So when he was when he was in Kiss, he wore makeup, dressed in leather, and wore wigs.
Yes.
And then he left Kiss to not wear makeup and wear wigs to go do his own thing, only to run back around to wearing makeup and putting on wigs.
Yes, he now has got the full face makeup. I believe he was the Fox. What is the alien head dog? An alien head dog is a dog with an alien's brain implanted into their head.
That's what Rick was.
That's what Rick was. And Casey, if you have a dog, you can test your dog tonight.
Yes. Yes, we'll give you the test.
By just grabbing your dog by the face and looking him in the eyes and telling him, hey, you don't have to pretend to be a dog anymore. And if he sighs and goes, oh, thank God, he's an alien head dog. But if he just looks at it and goes, woof, woof, he's a regular dog.
Yes, you just have to be dead honest with him. Just be like, I know what you are. You don't have to hide it anymore. I'm not going to rat you out to the feds. Trust me. If I rat you out to the feds, I'm dead too.
Because, unknown fact, they make great breakfast, alien head dogs. They cook great, even with paws.
Somehow.
Rick was our show producer that produced our show, Casey. Let me give you a little taste of Rick. He unfortunately passed away from some bad Elko.
Yeah, he had a little too much of that good.
but he had an alien brain implanted into his head. So that's just catching you up.
Yeah, if you follow Johnny on Rumble, this bit is a little more prevalent in our show.
Getting back to this guitar invasion, Guitar Mageddon.
Guitar Mageddon, yes, $2 million to give a former Kiss member and the unforgivable founding member of Slaughter $2 million.
Could we? I mean, just the titles alone, the Rock and Roll Poo-Tang. I mean, maybe 31 years ago that might have went over. You know what I mean? But it's a different time now. Does he not know things have changed?
It's either he doesn't know things have changed, or he's purposefully not. He's purposely not conforming, and he's trying to create something that isn't around anymore. But again, I would have to listen to it in order for me to say for sure. But in order for me to listen to it, I'd have to sell my fucking property to get $2 million.
Well, on the other hand, though, too, you can buy a single for $200,000. He's willing to split it up at $200,000 a piece.
Okay, now out of all of those songs that were on there, and say you had $200,000, which one do you think would be worth $200,000? I mean, obviously none of.
Rock and Roll
Obviously,
Poo-Tang. It's got to be the best.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that one's probably that. There's a reason why that one's first. There's got to be a reason why that one's first, right?
Yeah, it's got to be a song about his transition, maybe.
Maybe
He's turned into a. Pretty sure he's a dog. All right, well, you got to do the test. You don't know until you can do the test. I can't do that. He might bite me. Well, if he bites you, then he really is an alien dog. He doesn't want you. He knows you know. Now he's freaked out.
Yeah, he doesn't want to blow his cover because technically he's supposed to be spying on you.
I wouldn't pay $2 to listen to that piece of shit record. Let's be honest.
You couldn't pay me to listen to that.
I can't even listen. I went back and tried to listen to his first record, and he's worse than Kerry King at soloing. He's not even in key. He's just playing a shitload of notes.
When you say that you're worse than Kerry King at guitar solos, that fucking
he's a virtuoso.
Like Corey Feldman.
Yeah, I mean, I think he wrote "Lick It Up." I mean, what a fucking John Lennon song that was.
That was classic.
Lick it up. Lick it up. Oh, oh, oh. Lick it up. Lick it up. Oh, oh, oh.
It took me 2 years to write those lyrics.
What a genius this guy is.
Brilliant. Give this man money.
Got Guitar Mageddon. What a loser.
Oh, God.
Oh, by the way, he's booked 57 gigs.
Is he actually going to perform this?
No, I mean, in the last 30 years, he's booked 57 gigs and canceled 56 of them.
So he did one show and then went. He did one show and was like, you know what? Fuck this.
It wasn't even a show. He played 3 songs at a Kiss convention.
So it wasn't even a concert.
He's played 3 songs live in 31 years.
Yeah, this dude's just looking for some quick, easy money. He doesn't want to work.
What a loser.
Loser.
I still don't understand why you have 27 dead dogs in your house.
Yeah, but I mean, I've heard of musicians having weirder shit in their house.
You know, you got to be a weird guy to become a musician to start with, right?
Well, to be a good musician, I find all of the good musicians are at least a little bit fucking weird.
I was watching Kill Tony last night.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest douchebag in douchebag history, I think, I've seen. Last
Chad Zumach got on Kill Tony? That's great.
This guy's worse than Zumach.
How is that possible?
So for those that don't know Kilatoni is, they give you a minute to stand up, and then he interviews you. But this guy comes out wearing a camouflage shirt with the sleeves cut off, some fat slob, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a tattoo on his forearm that says Power Ridge, the worst AC/DC record ever made.
Oof.
And then he's got the Led Zeppelin tattoo of the Zofo on his arm. And then on the other hand, he's got I play Fender or Die, with the Fender guitar on it, his other arm.
So, are you sure that this dude isn't your neighbor?
He could be. He looks like a typical Pahrump resident. I'm not going to lie.
Like, from what you've told me of Pahrump, is like, I feel like you might have seen him before.
I joked off at a guy at the gas station there at the Citco. I go, hey, not a lot of trees out here. That camouflage ain't going to work. You might want to, go to desert camo. And he just looked at me. Huh? I'm like, it's a joke, dude. People can't take random jokes from strangers.
No.
It's like, he's shitting on my camouflage?
Well, yeah, because you picked the wrong camouflage.
I remember one day, I went out one day and I used to wear the camouflage shorts.
Me too.
The ones that go past your knees because you're a cool guy.
Yep.
And then one day I went to a metal concert and there was 6,000 other guys wearing the same exact shorts. And I said, that's it.
Yeah, I was that dude that had a chain on my wallet, and I thought I was so fucking cool.
Yeah, because you have so much money, you got to protect it with a chain.
Oh yeah. I had so much money, I needed a chain to keep it on my pants, just to keep those filthy pickpockets out of my $2 that I worked so hard to get.
How ironic it is that the poorest people in America are the ones that got their wallets chained to them.
Dude, it was the poor people that did it.
God, a rich guy's got a rubber band.
Yeah, people got a rubber band, and they also have private security and lawyers.
They're not carrying their full paycheck in their chained wallet.
Yeah, oh yeah. You took me back, man. It was just like, I thought I was so fucking cool, and then I'd look around and like, wow, there's a lot of people that have chains on.
Dude, I had that. I had the neck chain.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, and I also used to wear the bandana with the fucking baseball cap over the top of it.
I never went bandana, but I do have a suicidal tendencies bandana.
So yeah, I mean, I understand, but I don't. Once I see, it's like, oh my god, I'm white trash. I got to I got to stop. Camouflage shorts equals I'm poor.
It's this, yeah, and it really is like that sometimes. Like, I was born and raised in the Pacific Northwest, and even though the grunge era of Seattle and that period of time is dead and it's long dead, there's still quite a few people who walk around dressing like it's still the 90s. You know what I mean? I grew up around those people.
It's still wearing their Django jeans.
Yeah, like that's our thing. It's our culture. You know what I mean? Like, that's our uniqueness in our country. And so, it never really occurs to me that that's the case until I like leave the Pacific Northwest. Like, one time I went to Texas to visit some friends of mine to go see the House of Shock, which, if you don't know what the House of Shock is, it's basically like, imagine like the greatest haunted house experience that you could possibly think of that has $1 million budget every year. And it was fucking awesome. But when I went to Texas, we went to a bar and had some drinks. And I was just like looking around at all these dudes that were like in fucking like button up shirts, jeans, boots, and cowboy hats. And then there's me in basketball shorts and a Slayer t-shirt, just in a sea of cowboys and white trash motherfuckers. And then there's me. It's like I stick out like a sore thumb. Everyone knows I'm a fucking tourist. There's no hiding it.
You ain't from around here, boy. We don't like that devil shit.
Oh yeah, I got hit with that. I got hit with that. I one time, well, because I flew over there, they, I got like a, like one of those pocket vapes, like not a weed pen, but the e-cig.
Yeah, the
And-
homo pen.
Yeah. I grab those because whenever I go on a train or I take a plane, I didn't want to have to fucking wait until we stopped to smoke a cigarette. So I would just go into the bathroom, turn on the vent, and just good. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so we were at the bar, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go smoke. And so I left the bar to go hit my pen, and then some dude comes out, tall dude, corn-fed motherfucker. He looks at me and he sees me hit the e-cig, and he looks at me and he goes, "You're not from here, are you?" And I just looked at him and I said, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Well, around here, we smoke cigarettes." And I just put the pen in my pocket and I said, "Well, you got one?"
I'll take one.
I'll take
I'll
one.
take it. You got a menthol?
Yeah, and then he gave me one, and then we carried on the conversation, just smoking and talking. And so then I went back inside, right? I meet up with my buddies, and then they say like, "Okay, we're gonna go get another round of drinks." And I was like, "All right, you know what? I'll buy this round of drinks. I'm gonna be nice. You brought me out here. I'll buy this round of drinks." So I go over, I order my drinks, and I'm sitting at the bar waiting for the drinks. And then all of a sudden, I heard the dude sitting right next to me light his lighter and smoke a cigarette right there at the bar. And I was looking around, and I noticed that there was like 3 or 4 other people that were just smoking in the bar, like shooting pool and drinking. They were just smoking. And then my drinks came, and I grabbed them and I brought it back to the table. And I just came back. I was like, "You can smoke in here?
What the hell is this?
What the fuck is this?"
Travel back in time?
Yeah. And they just looked at me like I was insane. They were like, "Yeah, what do you mean?" I was like, "I went outside to go smoke because I didn't know that you could smoke in here." He's like, "It's a bar. Why can't you smoke in a bar?" It's like, "That's what I've been saying for fucking years." You know?
I mean, every movie I see, they're smoking in the bar. Every TV
Yes.
show, smoking in the bar.
Yeah, but no, where I come from, if you smoke within 50 feet of an entrance to a building, you're scum.
Oh, you're the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Now you can't even find women that will date you if you smoke. Oh no, shut the fuck up. So does your pussy. All right.
I'm not doing this because my life is going great.
Literally, every time I go to the bar, I grab it. The only time I'm in the bar is when I'm going to get a drink to head out to the smoking section.
Yes.
Where's the patio and where can I smoke and drink?
Mhm.
You can't smoke and drink, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm not going to have a drink, go out and have a smoke, come back in and have a drink, and then go out and have a smoke.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. And I remembered back when e-cigarettes like first came out and they were advertising it on TV as this like brand spanking new thing to help people get over nicotine addiction. They said like, "Oh yeah, it's not tobacco and it doesn't have all those harmful chemicals that they put in cigarettes, so it's objectively better for you, and it vaporizes it so that it doesn't cling to stuff and it doesn't stink and it actually smells good, and you can smoke it indoors. You can smoke it at restaurants. You could smoke it in theaters. You could do all sorts of things. You could smoke this anywhere." And then within a week, the government was like, whoa, slow the fuck down. You cannot just smoke that shit anywhere.
I know it smells like cherries and vanilla.
Right, but it's not.
I had a doctor once tell me too, because I broke a rib from smoking a bad vape once, weed vape.
How'd you break a rib for doing that?
The coughing. There was something bad in it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's called. I still have it. It's called Dazed. I'll never touch it again.
Dazed?
Yeah, so they were the company. They sold bad vapes.
Okay, I'll definitely keep that in mind for the future. Thank you.
And all those listening, stay away from the company Dazed. Bad news. Almost killed me. You know, I almost
There's a
get
lot
killed every week, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say, how many times have you been almost killed by shit?
The doctor says, "Yeah, you're way better off smoking regular." He didn't understand it was a weed vape. He thought it was smoking one of the homo vapes.
Right.
And he goes, "You know, I'm going to tell you right now, you're way better off smoking regular cigarettes." And I says,
Yeah.
"Really?" He goes, "Yeah. I mean, basically all they did is they took everything bad from the cigarettes and put it in the vape. The only thing that's not bad for you is the tobacco."
Yeah. If anything, the best thing that you can do is roll your own cigarettes with raw tobacco or get a pipe. That's the best way to smoke because it's not covered. It might have like pesticides and shit on it, whatever. But compared to Marlboro Reds or Camels or something like that, yeah, it's probably fucking better for you.
Yeah, I mean, I smoke Marlboro Reds, and because that's the only thing I won't smoke anything else. If there's no Marlboro Reds available, I'm not smoking.
I'm a fan of the Camel Crushes myself.
Yeah, I remember. I used to date a chick that did those crushes. You got to snap them.
Mm-hmm.
Click.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played the old Marlboro commercial. It says, "Real men don't ride camels."
Classic.
Oh God. He says, "Yeah, no, it's just vapes. Is everything that's wrong with smoking put into your lungs quicker."
Yeah, basically.
And we're starting to see bad damage after about 20 years of vaping now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it anytime you talk about the vaping and the detriments of vaping, it just reminds me of this random ass tweet I saw like years ago, but it's still just permanently burned into my brain because it's so fucking funny. It was like, I hate it. I hate it when women go on about, stop blowing your vape smoke on my baby. First of all, it's not smoke. It's some other kind of shit that we don't know about. And second of all, the lasting repercussions of secondhand vape smoke, we don't even know what the problems are yet. So shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
We don't look, we don't even know what the detriments are. So what are you complaining about?
I love too how smoking has dropped 75%, but lung cancer has went up 300%. Explain that one.
Yeah.
Do you know what's really getting you? You know what really gives you the cancer?
The sun, microwaved food, basically everything.
Yeah, pretty much everything, but putting gas in your car.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure huffing gas isn't good for you.
Any guy who's ever been a gas station attendant has gotten cancer and died. It's bad for you. Gas is bad, and the fucking food.
Yeah. I can't think of a single piece of food I've ever gotten from a gas station where I was just like, damn, this was definitely worth eating, even if I got this for free.
Yeah, the more and more stuff starts to change, I get mad. Gatorade just came out with a new Gatorade with no artificial colors, sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Why couldn't you do that 30 years ago?
Because it would taste like shit and nobody would drink it.
I mean, Doritos has known for 20 years that their chips cause cancer. Still sell them.
Mm-hmm.
And now recently, like, oh, we're not going to put that stuff on there anymore. Just pretend they're orange. And I go to the store. All the natural chips are gone. The fake ones now are there.
Mhm.
They've been poisoning us for 50 years for no reason. There was no reason to make Doritos orange.
No, it's other than for well, it's to making them orange is that subliminal. I forget what the term is, but it's like it's subliminal thinking, where red and orange are the first colors on the spectrum that our eyes notice. So when like it's the same thing with like McDonald's using the colors red and yellow as their colors for their representation, is because red catches your eye so fucking fast compared to every other color on the spectrum. Orange is just one step down from red. So it's the same thing. If you had Doritos and they weren't orange anymore, then they would just look like a regular corn chip. Nobody would care. But they're orange. So your brain just goes, ooh, neat.
Cheesy.
Cheesy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the word shelf life has killed more people than cigarettes ever have.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, I was at the doctor's office a couple of weeks ago, and I've never known. Everybody's fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
The hospitals never used to be like this. There never used to be that many people at the doctor's office. It's
Well,
a
yeah, but there was also a lot less people 20 years ago.
That's true, but I mean, you can't. It takes 2 months to see a doctor now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why is everybody so sick? It's from the goddamn food and the people making money. It's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember if I brought this up on the show before, but I'll say it again. When I was in Seattle, I had a coworker of mine who he had this weird medical condition. I don't know what the term is, but he can't eat natural sugars because of something with his liver and his kidneys. I don't remember what the condition was, but it's like he can't eat fruit and he can't eat like certain things that have natural sugars in them because it would cause his liver to shut down, and he got medical marijuana because of it. But I remember one time he sent me this video because he went to the hospital because he gets sick because he has a condition, and so he went to the hospital and he sent me this video of this black dude who was up at the counter, and he was just like yelling at the receptionist. And to be fair, I'm pretty sure that dude was like literally bleeding, like he was grabbing his side. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like I'm pretty
Jesus.
sure. Yeah, like the dude either like got stabbed or injured somehow or something. You know what I mean? Like he was like very adamant about like I need a fucking doctor right now. You know what I mean?
Fucking bleeding out, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, I'm fucking bleeding. Like, and the receptionist was like, no help. It was just like, you're gonna have to wait. I'm sorry. And so then all of a sudden he just goes from like absolutely livid to just completely calm, and he's like, okay. And then he just slams his head on the counter as hard as he could, and then knocks himself unconscious.
Well, I mean, it's not feeling it.
Well, then they busted out the gurney and then they wheeled him back. It's like that was actually the smartest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I saw a guy on a TV show once. He's like, yeah, he used to go to the vet to get his dialysis done.
Mm-hmm.
But he got so broke he couldn't afford the vet, so he went up and punched the cop in the face so he could get the health care he needed.
So he could get dialysis in prison?
Yeah.
God.
I mean, that's a new healthcare plan. I saw another guy too post. He goes, I guess the only thing I can do now is hang myself. Or unalive myself. Sorry, YouTube.
We're already blacklisted. What's the point anymore?
That's the best treatment for me, I guess, is just to end it.
Yeah. Or
how sad is that?
Yeah, I either just wait until I inevitably slip into a diabetic coma, or I just end it now. Those are my options.
Oh, God. So, new medical advice today. I saw that marijuana doesn't do anything for your mental health.
I beg to differ.
A study shows now that it's on CNN and it's everywhere because they were trying to get marijuana rescheduled correctly.
Mhm.
So now all these stories are coming out.
Right.
Every news paper, every news station, everywhere in the country today, you're going to hear the story that marijuana does nothing for your mental health.
Neither
And-
does drinking. What's your point?
So I go, well, where did this study come from? Right?
And also, what qualifies as aiding your mental health?
And I look it up. The story's from 4 years ago from Australia.
Yes, Australia, because Australia definitely loves marijuana and is not biased towards their opinions towards marijuana.
And I'm like, you're acting like the US did this study and came up with this. No, this was some bullshit study. So what they do is they go on, they look for any studies on marijuana, anything negative about it.
Mm-hmm.
You've been scromiting lately? Vomiting? Like they said, it's happening to everybody. You smoke marijuana, you're going to scream all day and vomit.
I wish I had weed that was that good.
Now, personally, I think it makes me from not want. It literally evens me out when I'm on I lose my mind once in a while.
Sure. Yeah.
I get angry. Like
Yeah.
today, went to
Yeah.
get some gas. And the lady's like, I like $50 on 6. She rings it up. She's like, oh, I rang it up as cash. Oh, boy, I don't do it. Do you have any cash? I'm like, no. And she goes, I don't know what to do then. I'm like, I guess I'm going to go get gas somewhere else. Motherfucker. As I'm leaving, I'm losing my mind. I'm like, they can't even rig gas up? What the fuck is going on in this world? Then I go home and take a couple of puffs and everything's fine.
Yeah. That's what marijuana does, is that it makes you forget about your problems, your worries, your troubles, and even the bullshit that surrounds you. You don't even care anymore. Now, that could be viewed as a bad thing if you use it as your only source of relief and the only way that you can get any sort of satisfaction in life. But do you know what else people do to achieve that? Drinking.
Yeah.
How
Or
is
they
that any
take-
different?
Yeah, that's what they keep saying. They're worried because alcohol consumption is down almost 50%.
Isn't that a good thing?
Not to the alcohol industry, not to bars.
Yeah, not to them, but for the overall health of American citizens.
That's the problem.
Yep.
The hospitals aren't so busy where marijuana's legal.
No, because you go like, oh, I have this weird pain in my chest, and then you smoke, and then you go, oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right.
I've never I've never made a huge mistake stoned. You know what I mean? I've never. The things I've done drunk compared to what I've done stoned are two different mental. Drinking makes me mental.
Yes, drinking. I have had more embarrassing situations from being drunk than I ever have being high, and that is 100% true. I actually refuse to drink a lot of times unless it's, someone's birthday or I'm at a bar. You know what I mean? I very rarely drink because every time I drink, I have to watch myself because if I drink too much, I turn into a dick real fucking fast.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed people that it's tremendously helped their mental health.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
what was it?
It can make a bipolar person pretty grounded pretty quickly after a couple of puffs.
But yeah, that and fucking people who have Parkinson's. It helps people who have fucking Parkinson's. And was fucking Michael J. Fox. Like, he has his own fucking weed dispensary, or not dispensary, but his own weed farm. Because he himself has tested marijuana and went, holy shit, this actually works.
It works for a lot of things, and I don't even understand. I mean, Tommy Chong cured his prostate cancer with weed suppositories. I mean, that's a $1 million hospital bill if they do it.
See, that's where Steve Jobs fucked up. He thought he could cure cancer by eating avocado toast. No, you had to shove weed up your butt.
Yeah, do you know why he got cancer?
Steve Jobs?
Yeah,
No.
eating too many carrots.
Carrots give you cancer?
Carrots fucked his body up so bad because he ate so many of them.
Now, was it because he ate them or because he did something else with the carrots?
No, he would eat like almost 100 carrots a day.
Didn't he have colorectal cancer, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Austin-
if you say
Well,
it's from eating the carrots, then okay, but
Austin Kutcher played him in a movie, and he like did the whole thing where he ate the same thing,
mhm.
and the carrots almost killed him.
Well, yeah, you can't just eat nothing but carrots.
So carrots are more dangerous than marijuana.
Yeah, although I haven't
Water
tried-
is more dangerous than marijuana if you have too much of it.
But yeah, because of all the fucking microplastics in it.
So now we got to go around. Why do we keep? Well, we know. We all know the bullshit keeps going because of big pharma and the alcohol companies.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that, why do I have to go out and socialize with people? Why is that a thing? It's like you need alcohol so you can go out and socialize with people, because if you're not around people all the time, you have mental health problems. Really? I seem to have less mental health problems when there's less people around.
Yeah, I feel I'm more irritable and more fucking annoyed when I am around people.
I've never understood that. We're supposed to, I guess, take our vitamins, exercise every day, go to church, don't do anything wrong our whole entire lives, and be good. You got to go out. You have to have 6,000 friends. You have to be out socializing every night. Because if you don't like people and want to just hang out and play video games by yourself, you're crazy. Am I? Because there seems to be a lot more of us than there is of you people now. Not a lot of you goodies that are out at the bar every weekend socializing with their mimosas.
Yeah, I can do without. I could do without that. I think we talked about it last time, where it's like everybody thinks that you need to have everybody to be your fucking friend, but no. All you need really is at least a dozen solid motherfuckers in your corner. That's all you need in life. Is at least a dozen people that you can trust 100%.
And 6 of them should be your blood.
Yes, 6 of them should be your family members, but not everybody has good family.
Oh God, it's I'm not going to be shamed into a lifestyle that I don't like.
Yeah, exactly. That's always been my way of getting out of social interactions. Is I just blatantly show that like I am not having fun.
Do you know men last Sunday went to Oscar parties? Men. Oscar parties.
Dude.
Ugh. What if I had to go to an Oscar party with my wife with a bunch of other oh my God, I would. Oh, but no, you're crazy because you don't want to do that. You're mentally ill. No, I don't think I am.
I literally haven't seen any of the movies that are on the Oscars this year. I couldn't give a single fuck about the Oscars. Someone could have been shot on the fucking podium at the Oscars, and I wouldn't hear about it until a week after.
Do you know the day my life changed for the best?
What's that?
I woke up 10 years ago and I says, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it.
There's a lot of power in the word no.
And if I don't want to do it, no, I'm not going to go sitting. I remember I sat to a Broadway play with this girl I was dating at the time, and I said, I knew this was going to suck. I didn't want to do it, and then from here on out, I am not going to do anything, even for pussy. If I don't want to do it, not going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's something that I say all the time whenever I hear somebody say like, "Oh, this is what zero pussy does to a motherfucker." Yeah, well, I've seen what getting pussy does to a motherfucker, and I would argue it's worse.
Way worse. The more and more I get away from it, the more and more I realize, why did I even go for it in the first place? It's been nothing but toxic.
This is starting to sound really incelish.
We really are turning into incels, aren't we? But incels, they want to get laid.
Oh yeah, that's right. The term is volcel. I forgot.
I'm voluntary. Yeah, I mean, I only need $60 in a half hour. I could get that done.
Well, like the term, the term voluntary. Well, I never liked the term voluntarily celibate because that just implies that no, I don't want sex. It's like, no, I would like sex, but I also would rather not deal with you ever.
See, I want sex until I get sex.
Exactly. It never ends up being worth it.
That the post-cum regret, the post-club, the nut clarity after you nut. Women don't understand this. We are very romantic. We are very sweet. We are very tentative to your needs. Until when our balls are drained, we hate you. I don't know what it is. It's something in our DNA.
It was fucking. Do you remember a fat comedian named John Panette? He had a bit about that is so fucking true, where he's just like, when men have sex, we're like the Incredible Hulk, where you get us into the mood and we become the Hulk. We become the thing that you want us to be. But then as soon as it's done and we turn back to our normal selves, we wake up and we go, well, my shirt's gone and there's a dead guy over there. How did I get here?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's like the whole world just opens back. Oh my God, why? Oh my God, I did that. Oh, Jesus.
Yes, Johnny, how many times in your life would things have just been so much easier if you had just said no?
I would say about 90% of the time.
How much money would you have had if you had just said no?
I think millions. Literally millions.
That's what I fucking mean, dude.
I thought when I got married the last time, that was it. And I mean, we liked each other and we couldn't even stay married. I can't even imagine not liking your wife.
Yeah, I mean, I've met Nikki, and don't get me wrong, she's fun. She's funny. She's fun to talk to, but I could not imagine living with her.
Yeah, it was fine. It's just I can't handle that. I need a break. I need my alone time. I can't listen to somebody's voice 24 hours a day.
Yeah, well, and yeah, that's the other thing that well, not just women, but a lot of men don't understand too, is that there are some people that aren't social and they actually recharge by being alone. And it's not because we don't like you, and it's not because we don't want to be around you, but it's just because we value our silence. I just want to stop, sit down, shut off my brain, and just not think. Just give me 1 hour of no fucking bullshit. For the love of fucking God, you know?
Not having control of your remote control
Mm-hmm.
will murder you on the inside.
Well, thankfully, in the time that we live in, you could just watch something else on your phone.
Yeah, and the other thing is too is I watch TV 24 hours a day. I don't watch television. Well, then I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well then the window's over there.
Give yourself a little. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. It always has to have. It's one of those people that has to have something to do all the time.
Yeah, well, actually, it was Patrice O'Neill who said it. Where he said that he's like, men's entire purpose in life is to build something so that they can eventually do nothing. That is every man's goal in life, to eventually get to a point where they don't have to do fucking anything anymore.
He also had.
Shit.
He also said we all want women around us. We just don't want women next to us.
Yeah, we want you around, but like just nearby, like
No.
in the next room over or upstairs. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, when I was married, I had a 5-bedroom house, and when I'm single, I'm happy in a 1-bedroom studio.
Yeah, because at least it's your bullshit to deal with, and it's your mess, and it's your problem. I have no problem cleaning up my bullshit and my problems because I made them. I didn't have a bunch of somebody else's bullshit plopped into my lap just because I decided to bring you into my life.
The other funny thing is since I've been single, I do not watch sports like I used to.
Sports has always been the staple excuse for men to get away from their wives.
Yeah, I know she's not going to watch this, so I'm going to watch. I'm really into sports. I love hockey. I would sit and watch hockey, basketball, football, whatever. I'd even sit and watch baseball games all day. I don't even like baseball. Just for some sanity.
It really is.
I think quit telling people they're crazy because they're antisocial and realize that people are wired differently.
Well, yeah, I got into it with a coworker of mine because I don't know why, but I have this coworker that constantly wants to hang out with me. I don't know why, but just me personally, I don't associate. I don't hang out with coworkers. I don't fraternize with coworkers. I don't, and it's not because I'm trying to be a jerk, and it's not because I don't like you, but it's just because you're my coworker, and that's where it ends.
Yeah, I mean, I like to deal with people on their best behavior all day, but
Yeah.
I've hung out with coworkers too, and it's like you see the real person behind the mask, and you're like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, there is that. But yeah, he was talking with me, and he was asking me like, oh, what's your Snapchat? He's like, I don't have Snapchat. You don't have Snapchat? No. Have you used Snapchat before? Yes. I hate it. Oh, do you have Instagram? No. Facebook? No. And just everything that he said is just, no, I don't. And he's like, so then how do I talk to you then? And like I was like 2 steps away from like losing my fucking mind because I like looked him dead in the eyes and I was like, we are talking right now. What the fuck do you mean? Like,
I hang out with you 8 hours a day. I don't need to hang out with
Yes.
you another 12
Why
on top of that.
yeah, why the fuck? You could talk to me anytime during work. Why do I have to talk to you off the clock? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I've had some coworker experiences over the years that I'm not proud of.
Me neither. But
I've slept
everybody
with
has
every.
those.
I have literally slept with every female coworker I've ever had.
And this is why you can't have a regular job.
I can't. I can't stop. I'm too good. No, I'm kidding. I'm so charming in person that women just can't get their hands off me. God,
Yeah,
I wish
keep
I was
going,
like
keep going.
that. I really wish I could be like that in life. Just be that confident.
Yeah, they'd be so confident and so narcissistic that you just walk around like you're gliding on air.
Oh God, I know a lot of guys like that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, confidence is key. Even if the confidence is fake, confidence is key.
I call it the David Lee Roth syndrome.
Yes.
I mean, he's out there right now. He can't sing, he can't dance, he can't do anything, but he's so confident. He doesn't give a fuck.
Well,
It's like he's never heard a bad review in his life.
well, it's that there is delusion there, obviously, but there's also the it's a thing that I've heard referred to as capital C charisma. And I mean like the definition of the word charisma. Because usually when you say charisma, people normally associate that with, oh, they're so beautiful or they're so handsome that you're just magnetized to them. And like, yeah, sure, that could be a part of it. But there's a lot of people like L. Ron Hubbard and Rasputin who everyone said like they're so charismatic when you hear them talk, but you look at them, he's like he looks like a fucking bum. What do you mean he's charismatic?
Like that Guy Fieri.
Yeah, Guy Fieri. You're like, yeah, he's a charismatic dude, ugly as fuck, but he has mad personality.
Yep. There's 1 million guys just like him that look exactly like him, but he's got the personality. Jelly Roll's
Yeah.
another guy, the charisma, ugly
Yeah.
as shit.
Yeah, but if you have the capital C charisma, you have the personality, then people just look past that.
Jelly Roll's wife was on Howard Stern. She goes, "Yeah, chicks want to bang the fuck out of him," and he's like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, I don't know. He's got that cocky charisma that women love."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
I've seen really good looking guys. I mean, like, I'm not gay or anything, but really good looking guys that can't get laid at all because they
yeah,
have no charisma.
exactly. They've relied on their looks to bait them in, but then as soon as they bait them, they go, "Oh, fuck! What do I do from here?
What do I talk about?
What do I talk about?" Yeah.
Oh God, Captain Charisma, they used to call me.
Did they print T-shirts?
Oh God, there was a professional wrestler, Christian Cage, who used to call himself Captain Charisma.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was wondering why that sounded familiar.
Now AI is taking over professional wrestling. I got
Mhm.
duped.
Oh, what did they dupe you with this time?
Oh, they did this thing where they were wrestling on a skyscraper, and one of the guys fell off. I'm like, oh my God! I'm like, oh, that's AI. Never mind.
Yeah, it started to look like 9/11 news footage.
Thank God for the Opus Clips thing.
Mhm.
Watermark.
Yeah, that and also as you could tell, I've been very busy making artificial intelligence music videos. So fucking with AI as much as I have has really sharpened my eye for what's AI and what isn't. You know what I mean? But I know it's going to reach a point where we can't tell anymore.
Yeah,
And
I mean, it's just in the
gonna be
last
terrifying.
year, it's gotten
Mhm.
better.
Oh, there's actually a video that I stumbled across that I can show you that showcases how far AI has come. Like, it was a compilation video where one dude, where like every year from 2019 to now, he gave the same artificial intelligence the same prompt, which was generate a video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. And every year it would get progressively better and better and better. And granted, for like the first few years, it was really fucking wacky and funny and absurd. But as you get closer and closer and closer to today, you see how fucking fast it actually learns and how much it's upgrading. While we are sleeping, it is getting smarter by the second.
It knows more about my show than I do,
Yes.
which is crazy. And I thank God for AI.
Yeah, until it destroys us.
I mean, back in the day, I'd have to put a show description. It'd take me fucking 3 hours to type that shit out.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
Now I got a 6-paragraph show description. It looks like, like I know what I'm talking. And by the way, now Facebook does AI now, so I don't look like now I know where to put periods and stuff.
What do you mean you don't know where to put periods?
I don't, and I'm a writer. How weird is that? I can't spell, and I have no punctuation skills whatsoever.
Okay, you know what? Maybe it is a good thing that we're playing a super smart game on my Twitch channel, because you need to have some fucking grammar skills, Johnny.
It's bad. It's bad. I can't. I can't type. But now AI makes me look smart. And I just put something on there, and I go, go ahead and fix it. AI, and it makes it sound like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, except you read it, and you can clearly tell that it was made by AI.
Yeah, I mean, when I was dating on the internet, I used ChatGPT to talk to chicks.
Yeah, South Park made that. South Park did a bit on that. Yeah.
Oh my god! And then they start. Oh, this guy's full of shit. Oh my god! So yeah, AI is taking over everything. You can't take over weed though.
No. Although digital weed that you can stream directly into your brain.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we need artificial intelligence for. We need it to make digital weed.
I got to try this week. I'm going to try the weed drinks. I haven't had a drink yet.
I like them.
So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try doing that. Maybe I want to try to make my first weed pizza.
Ooh, yeah. One thing. What weed drink are you thinking of? Like a soda or what?
I don't know. I see them at the dispensary all the time. I'm like, I should grab one of those. I'm like, yeah. Looks like a tummy ache.
Well, I mean, it could. But the thing about it though is that with those, they usually come with like a measuring cup, like a plastic, for like cough syrup usually, and you fill like half of it, and that's one serving. And granted, if you are someone who doesn't have as high of a tolerance as Johnny or myself, then that would be great for you. However, me personally, I have to chug that whole fucking thing. So I'd rather just smoke. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really back to the 1960s smoking joints guy now. I finally became that guy I always made fun of.
Yeah, the old heads got it right.
I always remember sitting around in smoking circles back in the day too, and we'd be hitting the bong and hitting dabs, and it'd always be that old hippie guy over in the corner rolling his zigzags. I'm good, man. I'm just gonna sit here and smoke my joint by myself, and not get sick.
Yeah,
I stopped smoking circles after COVID.
I mean, yeah, I barely joined smoking circles, and the only time I've ever joined smoking circles was because, oh, hey, you guys got weed?
Every time I've smoked with other people, I get sick. It seems like every fucking time.
Yeah, you're sharing a pipe. That's although I am the dude that is like blatantly like. If anyone had I remembered one time someone hit a pipe and then handed it to me, and then I I rolled up my sleeve and I like wiped off the mouthpiece, and I wiped it off, and he just looked at me like he was offended, and I was just like, oh, okay. Next time I'll just lick the whole fucking thing and hand it to you. See how cool you think that is.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and just lick your lips with my tongue.
Yeah, you think that's fucking cool? Like,
Arsenio Hall used to have a joke about that. He'd show a guy spitting on the paper, licking it, sticking the whole joint in his mouth, and then pulling it back out again like they used to back in the day. Hey, man, you want to hit this? Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
yeah. I've especially blunts. I've smoked a lot of blunts in my early years of smoking, but again, that was because I started and I didn't really know any better, and I didn't really know the other alternatives at the time. But yeah, that was something that always made me fucking sick. I still did it because I wanted to get high, obviously, but it still did make me kind of sick just seeing a dude tear that open and just lick all over it. It's like,
Good. I probably get less a chance to get sick sucking your dick than smoking that blunt.
It eventually got to the point where I was just like, I'll roll one for myself. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Yes, I'm going to be a selfish bitch, and I'm gonna smoke my own. You can have the rest of those. I'm gonna have this one.
Yeah, enough of this.
Seriously.
Yeah, now when I hang out with people, I usually just pull out joints and just hand them each their joint, and I go, smoke as much as you want.
That's the best way to do it. And granted, that's if you have the money. The reason why you're in smoke circles is because not everybody has the money to share. Which is why you're bumming off of the dude that has money.
And I think there's about an age limit too, where sitting around in smoking circles is a little ridiculous.
It depends on the situation, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you're 50 and you're hanging out with a bunch of kids in a smoking circle, you might want to grow up.
Yeah, unless you're the guy that brought the weed, which, cool, but also, why?
Then you always run into the guys that are weird.
That's every smoking circle I've ever been in. What do you mean?
I remember this one dude, he would take a little pinch out of his bag, put it in a bowl, he would take one hit, and he would grab the pipe back. I want everybody to get a green hit. I'm like, just pack the bowl, idiot.
I appreciate the courtesy. However, I would also appreciate just handing me the pipe.
You know, when you put that amount of weed in, all you do is suck the whole thing into the back of your throat, you idiot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I remember it was the first. It was the first time I ever smoked weed. Now that I think about it, I was invited to go over to. It was a friend of my brother's, and him and his buddies would hang out there all the time. They would drink and party. I wasn't a really big party dude. I never really was, but I was trying to hang out with my brother and trying to be friends, trying to be nice. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go. And so I show up and, just have some drinks, talking, music fucking sucks, but whatever, And so then someone make this real big announcement like, hey, we're gonna be in the bathroom smoking if anybody wants to join us. And I was just like, well, I guess this is a perfect opportunity,
Might as well try it.
So yeah, might as well try it. So I went in, and again, these are dudes I've never met before. I don't know any of these people. I just kind of walked in, I was like, sup? And they just brought me in. And it was literally that moment where they like handed me the bong, and I just like stared at it, just like, what do I do? It's like, I don't just, what is the, huh? Like I just had no idea. And so he took the bong from me, and then he took a hit and showed me how it worked. I was like, oh, okay. So bong goes around, we're just chatting it up, And there was this chick who was right next to me who just kept on like leaning on my shoulder. And I kept on like brushing her off, just being like, stop touching me, just get off of me. And she just kept on like leaning on my shoulder over and over and over again. And then eventually it got to the point where I practically like shoved her off of me. I was like, will you fucking stop touching me? What are you doing? And everyone just looked at me like I was insane. I was just like, I think I've had enough. And then I left. And so then I went and I found my brother, and he was hanging out with his buddies. And they could clearly see I was high. They were like, hey, how was it? And I was like, it was kind of weird. And they're like, why? And I was like, there's this chick in the bathroom that just kept on leaning on me and just would not stop. And they're like, what chick? And I described what she looked like, and they were like, oh, her. And I was like, what? And one of his female friends chimed in. He's like, yeah, she's kind of a skank. And that's when I connected the dots, and I was like, oh, that's what she was doing.
That's what she wanted.
Oh, that's what she wanted. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I blew that.
I'm really bad at signals.
Yeah, I'm real bad at. Yeah, well, it was the first time I was high, so I was mostly just trying to like absorb what was happening to me. I wasn't really focused on like trying to get laid or anything. I was just like, whoa, I feel light but heavy at the same time. The room is spinning. My hearing is fading in and out, and this bitch won't stop touching me.
Yeah, smoking weed doesn't really make you that horny right away, but usually about 5 minutes before you go to bed, you're like, man, I could get laid right now, but fuck it, I'm going to bed.
No,
Do I really want to get out, get in my car and drive somewhere to get laid, or just go to sleep? I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I would rather just sleep. And I now like smoking weed like right before, that's different. But smoking weed like the entire night and then doing it, fuck no.
No, I've
I'm
never
dead.
called 30 women in one night because I got high and got horny. But I've done it when I was drunk and horny.
Yeah,
It's always like it's 3:30 in the morning. It's Tuesday. What are you doing? I
That sounds like-
decided you want to get laid. Oh.
no, I just shooting my shot.
Yeah, when I was back in my heavy drinking days, you go to the bar, you strike out, you go home, you start calling every woman you've ever had sex with in your life.
Thankfully, I've never had that chapter in my life, and I hope I never do.
She let me touch her once. I'm going to give her a call. It was 5th grade. Let me look her up on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out great.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. Just let us have our goddamn weed. Leave us alone.
Yeah, all we want is our peace and quiet. And sometimes smoking weed helps us be peaceful and quiet.
Yeah, I mean, way better than taking an Ambien. But, don't ask Dr. Johnny anything.
Yeah.
Dr. Johnny.
Dr. Johnny. Yeah, that's a doctor that you could trust.
He's the only man you can trust.
The only man who wears a green lab coat in the hospital.
Crispy clusters, tangy berries, and a breeze
That
of
was an
mints. Pour on
accident, sorry.
refreshing spearmint milk, and it's a chili crunch that'll wake your taste buds.
Sorry about that.
Oh, God damn it, I forgot Rick is in here.
Yeah, well, next week we'll have our producer back, and it'll go back a lot smoother. I almost pulled out the March Madness bracket tonight, but I'm not going to.
Oh, thank God. I can't tell you a single thing about March Madness. The only basketball team I know of in March Madness is Gonzaga, and that's because they're from here.
Yeah. Me and Marco used to put together these stupid shows with games and brackets. Who's the best pizza? Boy, that was original, huh?
That worked real well.
I love how when you think you're going to start a podcast, you're like, I'm never going to do that hacky shit, and then you got to realize you got to fill 2 hours. And you're like, let's put some hacky shit in.
It turns out I'm looking in this barrel of ideas, and we've already scraped the bottom. And matter of fact, there is no bottom; it's just a giant hole.
I remember we were writing TV shows back in the day too, and we'd send the script in, and then 6 months later, you're like, "Did they even read our script? What the fuck is this?"
I also,
it's the by the time it hit the main writer, and then the network, and then the producers, and then the actors, and then the director, you're like, "Why do they even need me?" Like musicians, they said, "Yeah, I come in with this great song, and then we leave at the end of the day, nothing like it."
Yeah, you didn't need me.
As soon as somebody else hand your product to somebody, they got to ruin it for you.
Yep. Because the way that you do it isn't marketable and appealing to everybody. You got to make it so that it's appealing to everybody, not just the demographic you're trying to reach out to. That's not fair.
Yeah, and then I keep telling people, yeah, that's what they told Cheech and Chong. That's what they told Guns N' Roses.
Yep.
Stick to your guns. I'm kidding.
Stick to your guns and roses.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll will never die. It's 2026. Ah, fuck.
It died about 50 years ago.
Yeah, it died 30 years ago, didn't it? Shit.
See, back in the day, like in the 60s and 70s, you actually had to be good.
Yeah, you actually had. Well, yeah, and it wasn't just because you had to be good, but it was because of the whole recording process. In order for you to have a vinyl record, you had to record it on vinyl, which means you had to perform the entire album front to fucking back that day. You had to have talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it didn't matter what you looked like.
No.
They listen. They're like, well, yeah, we don't give a shit what you look like. We're putting you on the radio. We don't.
Yeah, well, yeah, nobody's got to see what you look like. It doesn't matter. You'll be making money.
I wonder what it went like in the day to finally go and see Blue Oyster Cult and then realize they're only 3 foot tall.
Holy shit! I thought that these guys were a bunch of nerds, but no, they're fucking dwarves. Like they're actual dwarves. Holy shit!
I'm trying to think of the last band. I think Tool was the last band that didn't care about their image. Like not one video. No one knew what Tool looked like until you went and saw Tool.
That is true. Yeah, they never advertised. They never advertised themselves. They never promoted themselves. They never took ad spots in like newspapers or magazines or TV or anything. Yeah, like you said, you had to be like in the know to know if there's a Tool album, and if you weren't, you just walked into the CD. You just walked into the music store one day, and you're just like, "Wait, what? When the fuck did this come out?"
Who's Tool? Huh? Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah,
Tool is another one of them bands that everybody says they listen to, but nobody listens to.
Bitch, I listen to Tool all the time. What do you mean?
Well, there's a few Tool fans, but most people that say they're into Tool don't even listen to Tool when they're alone.
Okay,
they don't like Tool.
Yeah.
They just say they like Tool because it's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I like Tool because I like the funky time signatures and the tempo changes and the key changes because I'm a music nerd and I appreciate when people do crazy things like that.
But yeah, fucking, it's just, that's why music stinks now. Because they got to look good. If you look good, You're getting laid. You're not playing guitar. Them guys were really good at guitar because nobody wanted to fuck them.
It's that. Well, yeah. It goes back to that Louis C.K. joke where he's like, "Isn't it weird how like all of our most talented musicians for like the past 20 years have coincidentally also been like stunningly beautiful?"
Exactly.
Like you'd think that there would be at least like one ugly dude with a guitar who could just happen to have the voice of an angel, but no, not a single one.
Nope, they all got to look like fucking John Mayer.
Or they look like Post Malone and Jelly Roll, and they're covered in face tattoos.
There's one or the other. A lot of fat guys think they can be famous now because of Jelly Roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, man. There's one fat guy. They'll let more than one fat guy in.
Yeah, but
Like
thankfully,
in Hollywood, there's one fat
Yeah.
guy. It was John Candy, and then it was
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley, and one fat guy at a time.
Now I think the fat guy's pretty much John Goodman, isn't it?
John Goodman. I'm trying to think who's like the Hollywood fat guy. There really isn't one anymore, like there used to be.
No, they pretty much just hire a miscellaneous fat dude.
Yeah, Artie Lang wanted to be that guy, but he never quite captured it.
Yeah, he seems to have a bit of a problem. Lots of problems, actually.
Yeah, I can't believe he hasn't done anything in like 5 years.
Actually, my dad told me that apparently Artie Lang is considering going back on tour.
Good. I know his drug problem. I know all his court shit's over with finally.
Yeah, that's it. Is that his court shit settled? He did his community service. It's all said and done, and Artie is considering going back on tour, doing stand-up comedy again.
And who would have thought between Artie Lang, Norm Macdonald, and the other guy from Full House,
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget, that Artie Lang would be the one still alive?
Seriously, Norm, Bob Saget, and fucking Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
They all died, but Artie is still alive.
All three major health nuts.
Yes, they all
Dead.
died.
The world makes no sense. Jack LaLanne dead. Willie Nelson still on tour.
Yeah, Willie Nelson looks like a actual walking corpse. And he is still touring.
So, keep telling me that marijuana doesn't make you live longer.
Yeah, although
All the potheads from the 60s are still out playing. All the drunks and cokeheads are all dead.
Yep, the drugs, the cokeheads, the heroin addicts, they're all dead.
The potheads, Snoop's going to fucking last for 300 years.
Yeah, Snoop is like. Well, actually, I don't remember if I told you this or not, but I saw in an interview that Snoop Dogg said that there is only one person that he has met in his life that has outsmoked him, and that was Willie Nelson. And he tells the story. I'll see if I could I don't think it was like a video interview. It was like a written interview. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. But I think the story goes that, Snoop Dogg is a fan of Willie. He likes him. And so he thought, it'd be really cool if they just smoke and hang out, chill, And so he says that he goes to hang out with Willie and his crew, those two and four other dudes. And they just sat around in a circle, and Willie Nelson busts out the tray of rolling papers and ground up weed, and they rolled it up. And he said that they rolled up about 4 of them. Willie Nelson lit one, took a puff, passed it to his left, grabbed another one, lit it, puffed, passed it to his left, and it just 4 joints just went in a rapid succession through the circle. And Snoop Dogg said, and I was trying to keep track, but there was 4 joints, and then there was 2, then there was 6, More. And then he said that after that he lost count of how many joints went around, and he was pretty fucking smoked out. And then after all of those joints were smoked, that's when Willie Nelson busted out the bong. And Snoop just looked at him and was just like, nah. No, man, I'm good. I'm fucking good. And Willie Nelson just laughed and took a massive bong rip.
Pause says Tim Dillon believes that we will lose half the world's population to nukes soon. I don't think so.
If half of the world's population is lost to nukes, then the rest of us are going to be fucked from the fallout.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get that bad. I think it's almost wrapped up over there.
You say it's almost wrapped up, but it's been an ongoing thing for the last, 80 years.
Yeah, I mean, who's going to nuke us? Iran?
They say that they keep telling us that they have nukes. We went over there to see if they had nukes. They didn't. We fucked them up anyway.
Yeah, let's take our world advice from fucking Tim Dillon. That fat fuck. I'm not a big fan. I don't know if you know Tim Dillon.
Yeah, I vaguely know anything about Tim Dillon. I've only seen him a few times, and every time I'm just like, well, that's enough for me.
I'm the same way. I see he's on YouTube all the time, and it looks like he says something. Then he'll start talking, and I'm like, this guy's just gay. I don't know. I mean, good. I want to be here. Good. If the world ends, I want to be here the day the world ends.
You want to be Nero playing the fiddle as Rome burns.
No, I mean, I want to be where the world is destroyed. I want to be there. I don't want to die and then have it destroyed later. I want to be there when it ends.
Yeah, you want to see the nukes go off. You want to see the sun explode. You want to see the aliens invade.
I want to know tomorrow nobody else is waking up either.
And we will all go together when we go.
I don't know. I'm not going to sit and worry about nuclear bombs again. I got more things to worry about.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it boils down to. Is like, if the nukes go off, well, then I'm dead.
Yeah, and I really don't want to live in a world where half the population is dead.
That depends what half.
I guess if they get rid of some of the Indians, we'd be okay, but...
So, let's say, actually 50% of the world. So, if you wiped out the southern hemisphere of the planet with nukes, what did we really lose?
Exactly. Paz says he's ready to get it going. Let's see the blistering light and the other effects. Well, that would melt your eyes. So once the blistering light hit, you'd be done. It's been a while since Earth toasted a nuke.
Yeah, like I said. Well, no, I was about to say it's been about 80 years since we last dropped a nuke. I was like, but no, I think the last time a government has dropped a nuke for a test was in the 80s or the 90s. I think 80s. And that was Soviet Russia.
Yeah, somebody brought up a good point the other day. I was watching a Joe Rogan clip where the guy comes on and he goes, they show all these buildings and shit being blown up from the nuclear blast. He goes, how come the camera didn't move?
I can answer that. Because they filmed it from a metric fuck ton away and zoomed the fuck in.
Damn, Zoom is
retard.
What
You
was the other
really
one?
don't
The guy-
think that the U.S. government didn't have that kind of fucking technology?
What's the other one? The guy said he climbed the tower, the largest tower in the world. His phone didn't work, but yeah, we could talk to the astronauts on space in 1960.
I think I might have told. Did I ever tell you about my own conspiracy theory about the moon landing?
No, I know what
Okay.
mine is.
Okay, tell me yours.
Mine is that they went.
Okay.
They did send guys up there. I think they set it up and they came back, and I think they filmed what happened up there later on.
So, okay, so they filmed what happened on the moon after the initial moon landing.
Yes.
Okay. That's kind of my theory. It's close. My theory is that, yes, I do believe that we landed on the moon in 1969. Yes, we were the first ones to land on the moon, based purely on, they say, when we landed on the moon, we left a bunch of metal and debris and a fucking flag on the moon, evidently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, would you agree that at least by now, other countries have the technology to get to the moon, right?
Exactly.
So you're telling me that not a single one of those other fucking countries, China, Russia, Japan, any of those motherfuckers got to the moon? You don't think that the first thing they did was like, hey, let's go see where Apollo 11 landed?
Let's prove that that's wrong.
Yeah, let's go see if it actually happened. And they just didn't mention it. They just decided not to blow the biggest fucking lie in American history. There's like, no, we're going to keep it a secret. No, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Paz says there's a nuke video of a house being destroyed, and the car was supposed to be outside, and then they edited back in.
Well, yeah, they say that they edited the car, and by edited, I mean you cut the film, put the car there, rolled another film. That's how film worked. There's no fucking conspiracy. It's just shit technology.
And I heard there's that Orion belt. Is that what that's called? Where you can't, that nuclear belt where you can't, anything would be destroyed going through it?
I don't think that's the Orion belt, but yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But you could also, but that's kind of my theory, was that basically what I'm saying is that I do believe that we landed on the moon in 1969, basically because nobody who's been to the moon has made the claim that the Apollo 11 site didn't exist. However, I also believe that the moon landing footage is fake.
Yeah, I think it is 100% fake.
Yes. And my logic and reasoning for that is that, imagine that you are the American government, right? You're flying to the moon because this is supposed to be a space race to see who can get to the moon first, us or our sworn mortal enemies, Soviet Russia. You go through all of this money, this training, this study, everything that you fucking have to make this shit happen, and you do it. You get to the moon, you set up your camera, you film the shit, you get into the pod, you burn up on re-entry, you land, and it turns out that the film that you used to film when you were in space, it disintegrated, or it got hit with light and the film is ruined, or whatever the case may be, the film is ruined. So you come back and you go, yep, we landed on the moon. Cool. Where's the footage? Oh, it burned up on re-entry. No one is going to believe you for 1 fucking second. So you fake to prove that the shit actually happened so that you had some sort of evidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems funny too that there was a camera sitting there as they got out of the thing the first time. So what they do?
Yeah,
they get
yeah.
out, put the camera in. Let's get back in the ship and pretend we're getting back on.
Yeah.
They're directing a film up there.
Yeah, we're going to say that that Neil Armstrong is the first man to land on the moon. But no, wait. We're going to send out the cameraman to risk his life first. Actually, you know what? That actually makes perfect fucking sense.
I've heard guys say that they didn't even put people in those ships. They just put them up and then had them come back down with nobody in them.
Well, there was one dude that they had up there that was literally just orbiting the moon the whole time. He didn't even land on the moon.
Then, it's... And then, by the way, there's been a conspiracy theory for how long?
Since the moon landing.
53 years ago?
Yeah.
Or 56 years ago, however long ago it was.
Yeah.
And we still are arguing about it.
Yeah. And it's so mind-boggling. It does go down to like that rabbit hole of conspiracy theory, where sometimes you stumble across shit that's really scary, and then other times you come across shit that's so funny that you have to read it. And one that I stumbled across on like proof that the moon landing was fake was that there was at one point when a U.S. president went over to the Netherlands for a diplomatic reason, and one of our presidents gave the Dutch a moon rock as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Just like as a thank you for welcoming me to your country, here's a moon rock that we took from the moon. And in 2012, I think, they did some scans on the moon rock, and it turns out it's petrified wood. So everyone immediately jumped the gun and said, like, oh, this is proof that the moon landing is fake. And I went, no, hold on. Who was the president that did this? You want to guess who it was?
I'm going to guess it was Denmark. I'm going to guess it was... Now,
keep in mind, the moon landing happened after Kennedy died.
Yes, I'm going to guess... I'm going to say Carter?
Nope. It was Richard Nixon.
Nixon. That was my next one.
Yep. So I am more than willing to bet money that Richard Nixon went over to the Netherlands and just put like a white petrified wood in his pocket and then just showed it to the Secret Service guy. It was like, how much do you want to bet I can convince these fucking idiots this is a moon rock?
Oh, God. I remember, speaking of fake shit, I think I told the story before, but the guy from Rat, he had the gold record with the tape they give you when you sell 500,000 records.
Yep.
And he says one day during an earthquake, the thing fell off and the tape and the record fell out. And I just for shits and giggles put the tape in, thinking I was going to hear Rat, and it was Bryan Adams. They had just took a Bryan Adams tape and spray painted it gold.
I mean, it's meant to be commemorative. It's not meant to be an actual fucking tape.
The whole time, because I thought my tape was in there. I could just break the glass and listen to my band, but no, they didn't even have the decency to put my own band in there.
No, see, I would take that gold record, and I would do that. Like, I would bring people over and just be like, "Yes, here it is, my greatest achievement, my gold record. You guys want to hear it?" Like, yeah, sure. And I put it on the turntable, and all you hear is just. It's like, that's the good shit.
It's white label, bitches.
Yeah, this is the shit that makes you money.
Fucking all of it. Who was it too that said that fucking Trump gave him this watch? No, cufflinks.
Yep.
He gave his cufflinks, and then he went in and got him appraised, and they're like, "Yeah, they're worth about $150." He's like, $150,000? No, $1.50. They're made in China.
Yeah, because
all of these big dollar gifts that everybody's gotten has all been bullshit all these years.
Yeah, and that's when you realize that Trump wasn't being nice. He was being cordial.
All right. Well, I think we're getting to that point
Indeed, in fucking
Where-
deed.
where Rick would usually be yelling at us, but
Yeah. Rick would usually be yelling at us from the other room. He'd be like, "We have footage. Get to the thing. Do the thing."
Prepared show material.
yes, this week in prepared show material. Last night, me and Marco painstakingly went to disco.
Come on.
I can't remember the name of it.
Disco Elysium.
Elysium. That's it.
Yeah.
Elysium.
Yes, Disco Elysium. It's a crime-solving RPG made by the French, and it definitely seems like a game that I initially, on paper, would say no to, but it's a game that I thoroughly enjoyed. It's very insane, crazy, confusing, captivating, and it was something that I hoped, anyway, that Johnny would enjoy. And it seems to be this reoccurring thing with him where every time we play it, he is bored out of his fucking skull. I can hear it in his voice. I can hear it when... Yeah, but when I make the clips of the funny things that happened and I send it to him, he eventually comes back around and is like, wow, that game actually is kind of cool.
Once again, the same thing happened to me. I've been thinking about it all goddamn day again.
Yeah, that's the thing about it, though, is that, like, yeah, I'm not going to say it's the most interesting fucking game ever made, but when you play it and you start piecing things together, gathering information, connecting dots, when you stop playing it, you really do start thinking where you're just like, well, if I didn't fail that check, maybe that guy would have told me something I could have used. Maybe I should unlock that next time.
I've never experienced anything like this in my life. I've never experienced something when I did it, I hated it. And then after I did it, I liked it. It's just weirdest thing.
I know. This is why I'm not giving you too much shit for groaning about it when we play it, because I was like that too. Like, granted, I wasn't vocal about it because I was streaming it, but there's so much of that game where I was like streaming it for like 4 hours because I was trying to get through it so fucking fast. But there were so many times where like hour 3, I am dozing off, just being like, oh, fuck. Can this day be over, please?
There's something about that game, it hypnotizes you. Like I said, for about the first hour and a half, you're sharp, you're into it, and then all of a sudden, you just start losing it. I don't know.
I think it's the trumpets. Like, they use a lot of trumpets in the soundtrack for some reason. But
yeah,
the way
it's like a lullaby almost.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it just lulls me to sleep when you hear it enough times. It's like, please, sleep.
So if you missed it last night, here's a little taste.
Any of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Yeah, I was told that there was blatant racism in this game, but I wasn't ready for like actually debating race theory with a hardcore racist in this game. It's so fucking wild.
The French are extremely racist.
They are extremely fucking racist.
I mean, up until years ago, if a black soccer player was in there, they would throw bananas at him.
That's
In
true.
real life.
That is true.
It's not even like...
The French are racist. No, the French are racist as fuck.
Fucking chain-smoking racist.
Yeah.
When do I get to go to France?
Where's my ticket?
Where's my chain-smoking racist times?
That game really does solidify how racist the French are, because like there's racism in video games for sure, but there are a lot of instances in that game where you're just like, I'm sorry, what the fuck did you just say? Like, they just say it like so openly and flippantly that like no shame whatsoever. It's just like, what in the hell? It's so
Like that?
funny.
What?
Let's see, and then additional.
Like that? What dialect is that anyway?
It's a mishmash, Copabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like.
Are you from Messina?
No. My hair is too light a shade of brown. My eyebrows, too. Trust your inner racist.
Okay.
Alright.
What, are you racist now too?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I always trust my inner racist. He shows me the score.
Fucking weird game, man. Fucking weird game.
The dialogue options in that game are fucking phenomenal.
It's like they should have sent it over to like a US developer and had them fix some of the shit.
I know, like that's the thing though. It's an independent game, so it's made by a small team of people, not a group like Electronic Arts or Ubisoft or something like that. You know what I mean? Like this is just a bunch of dudes in a shed basically made this game.
Yeah, just the horns and the real drawn out talking. Ooh.
Yes, yeah, the really drawn out talking, and but also one thing that I think also why it puts you to sleep is because lots of drawn out talking, and they are very fucking wordy. It's a lot of words, and but I think that's just because it's a French game, and when you translate French into English, that's kind of just how it turns out. But the way that game does it, it describes things like when we were looking at that corpse that was hanging in the tree, and the game was describing how the body looked and like how its eyes looked and how bloated the body was and like everything about it. Like I could hear you. I heard you go like, oh, just like, but that's why that game is great, is because it constantly does shit like that where you're just like, you know what? I never would have described it like that in a million years, but I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. Like,
It's really weird. It's like eating food that you don't like, but the aftertaste is the best you've ever tasted.
it's very bizarre, yes. Very weird reaction from you, I will say.
And then you spin something about how you're actually a real cool guy. And
Oh, yes.
Oh no, that is.
one of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
Sound familiar?
It sounds way too familiar.
Are you starting to realize why I thought you would like this game now?
Cool guy. I'm a cool guy.
I'm the coolest guy in town.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
Oh, that explains the our clipboard.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Well, I guess I wasn't a very good tenant then.
No, you...
Like I said, I don't know about the fucking game. I don't know.
Yeah.
And now watching the clips again, I'm like, how did I not like that?
Well, I mean, you seem to like that last one. You seem to get a good kick out of that one.
Oh my god.
There is one thing in that interaction I was kind of hoping that we would get to, but you didn't pick the right dialogue options. But there's a thing that you could do when you talk to her where you could basically ask her if the reason why she left was because of Gart, the guy who runs the Whirling and Rags that we're sleeping in. And she doesn't quite say, but the game basically implies that there's some sort of friction between them. And so you can, and so if you want to, the game basically gives you a side quest where it just flat out tells you like, this will this will get you nothing. There's no experience. There's no reward. There's no payoff. But it will be fucking hilarious. And so what happens is you basically talk to this chick and you do nothing but say like horrendous sexual shit to her about like the things that you would do to her and the things you would like to do until she's so disgusted with you that she hangs up. Then you go over to Gart and you say, "Hey Gart, guess who I just talked to?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I talked to Sylvie." It's like, "What did you talk about?" And so one of the dialogue options that you could pick on that is like, "Yeah, she's riding the old cock carousel, if you know what I mean." And yeah, the entire point of that mission is just to fuck with that manager. That is it.
I don't know, man. That game is something else. I don't know. It's the weirdest experience I've ever had.
Me too, man. I did not know what to expect jumping into it, but I was beyond blown away by the end of it. And those of you who know what I mean when I say that the ending of the game does not end in the way you would ever fucking expect it to. You would think that it ends the way that it does, and then it just throws a fucking curveball out of nowhere that just knocks you backwards on your ass. Just going like, okay, where the fuck did this come from? You know?
Yeah, I should have been taking notes.
Well, the game takes notes for you. That's the good thing. We have a notebook.
Jesus. Yeah, so we'll be back next Monday, maybe playing it, maybe not. I don't know.
We'll see. To be honest, I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to take a break every so often, because that game does require a lot of fucking focus and a lot of brain. It takes a lot of brain. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even get stoned last night just so I could read it.
I know. I even commented on that. It's like, damn, your reading comprehension is actually a lot better this time. He's like,
you actually don't sound like a fourth grader.
yeah. I'm like you're trying to like guide with your finger like an old woman reading this, and you're like, well, yeah, it's because I'm sober right now. But, that makes sense.
I mean, I wasn't sober, but I wasn't blasted.
You weren't as stoned as you usually are for these streams, yes.
Well, we're getting there now. We're almost there. I'm feeling it. I'm starting to say a lot.
Yeah. You start doing the open mouth like a lizard.
All right, so. Maybe, you know what, let me see if I can find this real quick, and we'll end it with the tribute to Rick song that I wrote the other night. It is so bad, it's hilarious.
I can't wait.
Let's see, I got to get rid of one here. Let's get rid of... I don't want to get rid of anything. So, let's see if we can get... So, what did we learn tonight? We learned that dogs... 800,000 dogs have alien brains,
and Vince might have been more aware of this information than we initially thought.
And Disco Elysium, the worst and best game ever made.
I think that's a fair thing that you could say. It's like it's the worst, greatest game ever made.
I'm just trying to think of a game that's even close to like that has that much intellect to it.
I can't think of one. Like there's that's partially why that game was so confusing even to me, because I was just like, I've never even seen a game like this. The skill tree alone is so fucking bizarre.
So yeah, I don't know. All week I'll be like, yeah, maybe we should play it, and then we'll start playing it. And I'm like,
Well, don't worry. I've got plenty of other games that I have on the back burner just in case for if we ever stumble across a game you don't like. Don't worry. Don't feel like you're gonna hurt my feelings if you say like I don't like this game. That's fine. We can move on to another one.
Well, after we got done last night, I sat and played Frogger for an hour and a half on my emulator, so it's just my intellect.
this motherfucker is trying to solve a murder in one game, and he's like, "All right, now I need to reflect on this information that was presented to me." Frogger.
I had a whole summer where I was on drugs. You know, I used to light the pipe from the bottom of the pipe instead of the top.
I see. I gotcha.
And I would get high and I would sit and play Frogger for like 5 straight hours. I don't know why.
You were trying to beat the game, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no George Costanza. Could never get the top. Oh, God, that Frogger. I love Frogger.
Yeah, but see, that's the reason why we've been doing these things on Twitch is because you do like video games. It's just you played video games when you were a teenager or when you were a kid, but that was it. You just played those video games back then. I mean, you play sports games. Those are video games, but it wasn't until we played Mass Effect, which, by the way, the playlist of our compilation of us playing the Mass Effect trilogy is on my YouTube channel at Marco V with 2 E's 183. Check it out. But it wasn't until we started, even Mass Effect 1, the first time, where by the end of episode 1, you were immediately like mind blown of like, this is a fucking video game?
No, that was like, do we have to stop tonight? Can we keep going? And like, are we almost done with this?
Yeah.
No, that's the greatest video game of all time. I don't care what anybody says.
There's a lot of people that would share that opinion with you, Johnny.
Just the overall storylines and the characters and just the overall everything is so good.
Yeah, the sci-fi universe is amazing. The aliens are cool. The voice acting is great. Martin Sheen is the bad guy.
Exactly.
Like, what's not to love? Other than the last 3 hours of the third game that nobody likes to talk about.
So, yeah, I got to get back into my Mass Effect. I got Mass Effect 3, but I can't get past the first scene.
Okay.
I can't aim.
Well, one thing that you can do in Mass Effect that can help you out is I think it's on the D-pad. Like, you see the icons of your 2 companions that you brought with you.
Mm-hmm.
If you look towards like a box or a wall or something, and let's say Miranda is on the right of those 2 icons, if you look at a bunch of boxes and you hit the right D-pad, that's your command to tell Miranda, bitch, get behind those boxes. And now she's laying cover fire while you're getting shot at.
Oh. See? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and also you can go into the settings of the game, because I think the initial like default settings is that you as the commander tell your companions when to use their special abilities. Now, granted, if you're playing on the hardest difficulty, that probably would be the best way to go. But for beginners, like, no, you have fucking biotic powers. You could summon a black hole that sends some bitch floating in midair so I could shoot him like it's fucking Duck Hunt. Do that whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah, so you haven't converted me yet, but I'm getting closer and closer.
It's not an easy. I knew it was going to be a slow burn, but slowly but surely, I'm slowly molding you into the video game nerd that you were always meant to be.
We've got plenty of time.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Well, I think we're there. I think we gave the audience an extra half hour for free tonight.
Oh yeah, we did. Holy shit.
I'm kind of bummed out that no one has helped us raise $2 million to buy our album.
Yeah, because that album, that album's gonna be good. If he's charged, it's a $2 million sticker. It has to be good.
And he said it's the best ever made.
It's the best album I have ever made in recent memory.
That's going to be mine from here on out. I'm going to charge $200 per podcast to listen to me. I only need one guy.
Yeah, this is going to be a pay-per-listen show now. Every time you hit play, $200.
Oh, God.
You can't pause. Every time you pause, you hit play, another $200.
So I think we've gotten there. I think we're too stoned.
Yes, we're actually concocting a scheme to buy that shitty album.
I can't wait to hear it.
Oh yeah, I pray some bastard, some stupid motherfucker buys that album just to release it to the public and just piss him off. I really hope that happens.
Get some rock and roll Poo-Tang.
Yeah, I at least want to hear rock and roll Poo-Tang. I have to hear that. There is no way that song is good. I have to hear that.
Ride the Serpent.
And Ride the Serpent, yeah.
See, he originally released Ride the Serpent for $200 each, and nobody bought it.
So, okay, obviously, yeah. So again, obviously the problem was it was too cheap.
Well, he said he was only going to sell it if he sold 1,000 copies. He thinks each song's worth $200,000. He's sticking to it.
Stick to your guns, man. I mean, it's a weird hill to die on, but at least you're dying.
And they're mixed and mastered, by the way. Oh, God. All right.
Hey, Producer Rick here. Just wanted to say thanks for watching and listening to the MHH Network. To all our followers, haters, and occasional viewers.
Be sure to like, comment, and follow, as if you don't already know how the internet works.
Listen more? Of course you do. Look up Johnny and Marco using the tags on screen. Podcasts, Let's Plays, music, and more.
Thanks again for watching, and we will
All
see
right.
you next
Well, I
time.
guess fitting.
Okay, Johnny, let's go home.
Leaving tonight. Why is that still playing in the background? That's weird.
Okay, there we go. It stopped.
But all those that follow the show know that Rick was a very important part of our family here.
Yes.
And I think to play us off tonight, I know it's a little bit different than normal, but I think maybe the tribute song that I wrote for him on my piano will be fitting.
I think it's only fair we give you gave Rick a proper send-off on your show. It's only fair we give him a proper send-off here.
And let's see how far we can make without laughing.
Yes.
This is the stupidest, saddest song I've ever heard in my life.
I can't wait.
All right, here we go. All right. Before we leave tonight, of course, check us out, Johnny's Picks, MHH Johnny's Picks on YouTube and Spotify. YouTube Music and Spotify.
Yes.
And check out Marco V Monday night at 10 p.m. Me and him will be playing another video game. Maybe Disco Elysium, maybe not. We don't know yet. 10 p.m. Marco V193 on Twitch. And, of course, all our shenanigans every Tuesday night here at 10 p.m. Pacific time on the MHH Network on YouTube and Rumble and Twitch.
And don't forget Johnny's Johnny Kush live from the desert, marijuana happy hour, and whatever else he's got bubbling in that brain of his over on Rumble at MHH Network.
Yeah, stay tuned for Cool Guy Johnny Part 2.
yeah, Cool Guy Johnny Part 2. So, either listen to this show, go over to Rumble and listen to Cool Guy Johnny, or you can join us on Twitch for the adventures of Johnny Thundercop.
Johnny Thundercop.
I should have clipped that. That was funny.
All right, well, we're going to end tonight with a beautiful tribute to our former friend and producer, Rick.
Yeah.
It's a real tearjerker. So get your tissues ready, folks. Well, I think Great Pause Reality, our buddies H. Smith, and of course, Mr. Duggar 420, and of course, Casey Blackheart, one of our favorite listeners of all time. And all of you that occasionally listen, tune in, and all of that cool stuff. Like and subscribe.
As if you don't already know how the internet works.
God, every time I hear a YouTube guy say that, I want to jump to the TV and strangle him.
I know, but you have to do it. You have to do it. Although I think I remember typing the script for that, and I don't remember putting in as if you don't already know how the internet works. I think Rick might have ad-libbed that.
I like how I was going to go, I had 4,000 views and only 20 subscribers. Come on, this is how I make my living. Fuck you. I ain't going to subscribe now.
You make your living off of 20 subscribers, bitch? No, the fuck you don't.
All right. Well, here's a send off to our buddy Rick, and we will see you next Tuesday at 10 p.m. Pacific, 10:05.
Yes, 10:05.
All right, here we go. Oh, sorry.
Yes. No. Go ahead, please.
Oh, I was just going to say thank you, Marco, and this one goes out to Rick. Anything else you got to add before we leave? Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I'll just agree with you that this is a day that I knew was going to happen eventually, but I didn't expect it to be this fucking soon. It's very heartbreaking, but I am excited to have Rick's father, Rick Sr., to be joining us, and I'm sure he'll be an excellent replacement and addition, but it's still going to be really tough for me to look at that chair and not see Rick Jr., Yeah,
we've had our disagreements, but man, I still wish I could yell at him today.
I know. Yeah, I know. You really don't realize how much you miss a motherfucker until he's actually gone.
But maybe this song will, touch the hearts of millions, and maybe his memory will live on forever.
One would hope.
Here we go. Sorry.
You can't laugh already. It just started.
You were the
I know how bad it is.
first to show up, last one to leave. Always making sure we had what we need. You laugh till you're crying, then wipe my tears too. If someone was hurting, they could lean on you.
This is so goddamn cheesy.
Gone too soon.
Got too
I wish
soon,
I
Rick.
could see your smile one more time. I wish I could see that wink.
You know what the funny thing is?
Crooked sign you
I've
love
missed
so
for
hard.
an actual family member who died,
You lit
and I was just like, I made this from the heart,
You
and
gone
I
too
hope you all
soon,
appreciate
Rick.
it. I bet you people would legitimately fucking cry.
Got too soon. This only sounds like something that's on the country
Drop
station.
what you're doing
It does.
to carry the weight.
Oh, there's a violin too.
Never kept a tally. You just gave and gave.
Oh,
Your passion for living burn wild and bright. Now all that I'm holding is your echo in the quiet. You're gone too soon, gone too soon. I wish I could see your smile.
This sounds like a track that was cut from Brokeback Mountain.
Rick, my gay lover.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, man. It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like they're talking about a dog at all.
Too soon, Rick.
Rick.
How do we go on?
Oh, here comes the interlude.
In this hollowed out space, I look for you laughing in every tired face. If love is a measure of the life that you knew, then you're living forever in the heart you grew.
In the heart you grew.
Gone too soon. I wish I could see your smile.
Did the aliens give him an alien heart too?
I wish I could see that wing,
That green heart.
that crooked sign you love so hard. You lit this room. You're gone too soon, Rick.
Rick.
Gone too soon.
I love the cellos in the back.
You
The
love so
violin.
Yeah, the violin and the cellos.
You're gone too soon.
Rick, you're gone too soon, buddy. 49 years old in human years.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick, I'm glad that I caught you at the tail end of your life, but I don't know. I just wish I could have known you a little longer, man.
Gone too soon, Rick.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why that pause is like gone too soon, Rick.
Rick.
I don't know what. That's just too long of a pause. Like I don't know what it is.
It's so bad. All right. Well, I got to play us something hard to get us off the air so we don't sound so gay.
Yeah. Please do.
Yeah. Too Stone.
Much better.
Marco.
We'll see you guys next week.
Johnny.
Gone too soon. Rick.
Sit back. Shut your mouth. Classic.
All right, enough being snapped on a dead dog. I'm bust out some gangster rap. That's
hard line, hard smoke, they roll through. Heavy tattoos, black tees, eyes low, steady. Every block know the names. Talk soft when they mention two kings at the table. You just here for the tension. Pull up, curb, lean, big laugh, no flinch. They been built for the pressure. You fold at an inch. All bark, they bite. You bark, they grin. You thought it was a game, they came here to win. Too Stone with Marco and Johnny. Don't mess with Marco and Johnny. Don't press on Marco and Johnny.
This is actually awesome.
They run it. Too Stone with Marco and Johnny. Don't test out Marco and Johnny. You cross that line, that's on you. They honest. Shut your mouth and watch. They your last lesson. Honest.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. And
Peace.
Good night, Bozzy.
Laters.